I'm number one on YouTube for him if you go look that up. You heard?
Uh-huh.
But you got me taped.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm saying to the world, I don't think it's right to be ignorant if you can learn or if you know you can know better to do better, if I make sense.
Yeah, you make sense.
There you go. On a Sunday morning, the slave master, their daughter, asked him and his wife for a piece of popcorn candy, and they presented her with it. And little Annie Bell ate up the popcorn candy, right? And she asked them for another piece. And they said to her, no, you may not, and you cannot have another piece of popcorn candy. Not tonight, not this afternoon. So, and then she go outside on the front gallery during the country days on the old plantation. And she was a sniffing and a crying. And the big slave, strong slave come out. Listen, master, what's the problem? They won't give me another piece of popcorn candy. And he said, with a big old smile, little master, that's all you have to worry about, another piece of popcorn candy. I'm for sure that if you make it through the night, they will present you with another piece tomorrow. And she said, why you laugh? That's what he told her after she asked him why you laugh. And she started laughing too. And then the slave master came out and saw his little daughter and the Bell talking to him. He said, look, come here, come. What I told you about talking to that that's a post that's our servant, our slave. I don't want to ever catch you talking to him again. Cry mercy. And the big slave feel bad, and the little girl is confused. She don't know what she did wrong. Surely she did nothing wrong. But he's so prejudiced, he is ignorant, the father of the child.
Yeah.
And he tell her on a Sunday morning, cry mercy out loud. Now come on, let's go to church. Go to church for what? Who in the world was sick? Unbeknown to their knowledge about it. Living under the laws of racial experience and learn to live that way. That you raise your kid that way. But the kid don't know nothing she did wrong, but responded to another voice of the shape of a human being.
Yeah.
And he tell her, now come on here, let's go to church. For what? To pray for more slaves? Oh God Almighty. So they proceeded to go to church. But as little Annie Bell get older, she realized something ain't right with life on that aspect. And so she changed her way of living, but she remembered the way she was raised. For her family was so dearly nice to her, but never was able to explain to her why must there be slaves. They tried to do one of the job by explaining that they almost convinced her that it was right. But she knew there was just something wrong with that side of life.
Yeah.
But thank God for the president who freed the slave. Following the days of preaching out loud, there would be a day that we would be judged by the contents of our curiosity and our building, not by the color of our skin.
I hear you.
There would be a day of exception over racial acts and racial slaughtering. I had a dream that one day the little white and black American schoolhouse children would walk the streets of the sidewalks of America, holding and joining hands with a great big smile and shouting with joy, free at last, great God Almighty, free at last. He said, for all minority of races and property, for one day we shall overcome.
The day came.
And following through the days of rough time, leaving slowly to forget about slavery, but always in the blacks' memories. But a smile with Jesus when they hummed in the field of slavery and said, give me some of that old time religion. Give me some of that old time religion. Just pray to God, just pray to God, just pray to God. But as the tables and time changes and turn in the midst of poverty, I seen and foreseen the coming and the promises in the glory land of Jesus. I have been to the mountaintop, following life on through. There is President Obama, former Senator Obama became President of the United States of America. For what God will, that will be done through God's will. Surely many may say he won the election through the power of the majority of blacks and Hispanics and a few white and the majority of white women that voted for him. True to their limitation, true to their limitation. But they better acknowledge that God has no respect of a person and knowledge have no respect of color. If they want to have something decent to say, can't they put it out in loud voices with joy from the heart and respect intelligence and say Barrack Obama's mother was right? For they did a superb and fine job on raising him. For he went to the finest school. He even went to Harvard Law School. He even became president of a law firm. His wife was once his boss. He had 5 master's degrees. His wife had 4. That's 9 master's degrees slid through the White House door. I said knowledge is key. Knowledge is not just something to have. You wouldn't call it luck. You'll call it straight up. Obama is a righteous, moving president. Any president could have came in at this time and they would have found some way to play politics with human lives, not dealing with it accordingly as he's doing so. I think the man formally deserves another chance, not by the color of his skin, but by the intelligence of his knowledgeability. It's funny how they want to play America and say that they don't think he's from here. Well, who in the hell they think they're talking to? Wouldn't they have to check that out when he became U.S. Senator? Come on, stop playing politics with human life and do it right. Let the man do his job. It can't be done overnight. You got the poor fighting against the poor, against health care reform. What's wrong with you all? Respect the intelligence of knowledge that God has in the White House. Come on, give life a chance and you'll get and have a decent chance. I don't vote for Obama because he's black. I vote for him because I would rather have a president of any color with knowledge than to have a president of any color being ignorant to say that he's better than I or you. Let him get through. Give him another chance and you'll see everything will come together, even your economy. Give the man a chance. Again, I say, why not give Obama an opportunity at the White House of leading our country? And remember, they once said he was not capable of running the country, but he fulfilled one of his beginning statements that if I should become the people's president, I should captain Osama bin Laden, and justice will be done. What do they mean he did not consult Congress? He stated it before he became it. Respect him. For the Gaddafi job, when Gaddafi was disrespecting his people. Come on. Give the man a chance. Great God Almighty, give life a chance. What's wrong with Obama being in office? Hey, if we that ignorant to let the color of a man's skin be fought it against before you allow him to be a man to the country, then something wrong with the country. And I don't think the whole world is sick. Be smart. I wish I knew how to write Obama a letter. You heard me? Think you could do that?